do you need to know about what's happening in Boston? But we still are going to have a little fun today. It is National Eggs Benedict Day, and here with some information on where you can find the best Eggs Benedict in Buffalo is Alex Levine of Yelp. So Alex, where are we going to find the best breakfast around right now?
Sure. Thanks again for having me, Matt. And right here we have an Eggs Benedict dish from Trattoria Aroma. This is the one on Bryant Street. And this is really highly ranked as one of the best brunches in the city by people in the Yelp community. And this is the Eggs Benedict we have here. You see some bacon, you see some asparagus, and you can choose whether you want bacon, asparagus, or sometimes they have some crab salad, they have smoked salmon. And people on Yelp really talk about this as being one of the best dishes that you can get an Eggs Benedict nowadays. Now, the great thing about this particular dish is the eggs that they use come from Ola's Farm Eggs. So if you go to the restaurant and you request Ola's Farm Eggs, they come from a local farm, so it tastes that much better.
So, you know, within Eggs Benedict, there's a lot of different variations on that. Now, the one that we were just seeing on the screen, you know, that was the same one. So what's the next place?
Sure. So speaking of variations, this is a place that you can go to get Eggs Benedict today. It's not just a Sunday brunch, and it's called Break and Eggs Creperie. Now, it's a restaurant in Williamsville, really highly regarded on Yelp as well, opened just about 6 months ago, and they have something called a Crepe Benedict. So it's on a little crepe, and then up top is some female bacon, originated in Toronto, the female bacon, and people on Yelp really love the crepe and Benedict dish, and their hollandaise sauce is actually something that is really praised up. So
then when someone goes on Yelp, I know we have another restaurant to talk about, but fill us in how they sort of rate this. So, you know, what are they saying about it? Is it, you know, on a number rating, or is it comment-based?
Sure. So people can go on Yelp and they can rate a restaurant, they can rate a gym, they can rate really any real local business here, and they can do it between 1 and 5 stars. They can take their smartphone and they can upload photos to the business to let others know what the place looks like, how the dishes look like, and they can write their feedback of the experience.
And then we have one more that's highly rated, and that's the Eggs Benedict from Betty's.
Sure, yeah. Betty's a really famous brunch place, around town. And in Allentown, they have an Eggs Benedict dish on Sundays, especially good for vegetarians and vegans, because they also have a Portobello Benedict. It's a roasted portobello with a little bit of smoked Gouda cheese on top, really highly regarded as well.
So doing this research, finding the best places for Eggs Benedict, what seems to be the common thread? Is there something that makes, you know, one Eggs Benedict better than another Eggs Benedict?
Sure, I think it's all about using local ingredients as well as making the ingredients in-house. So taking the hollandaise sauce and really blending it up and not using any sort of stock. And all these restaurants do that, and they do a great job.
So it's just that little bit of extra love and care. But the fun with Eggs Benedict does not end right now. I know that there are some Eggs Benedicts being made in the kitchen.